Greetings and salutations, Relaxed Gamer Nation, and welcome back to Abandoned Frontier with me, Relaxed Gamer. Thank you for joining me. That is awesome. If you join me, like, it's like one of your videos that you go to and stuff like that. You know, no. Oh, I need to refill my bottles. So I've been doing a little bit of work off screen here, if you would. Involving the drilling facility for the most part. I've had to modify it a few times. Not necessarily with the drill rig, though I will probably be adding more pistons eventually. If those pistons that I have on there don't go deep enough to get all the ice in that area. But I also created a platform because it was a bumpy ride over there. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, bottles. I need some bottles. Bottles. I also discovered another flaw that I had with my drilling facility. Well, not necessarily the drilling facility itself, but the oxygen and hydrogen generation facility. The ice refinery, if you would. I had a sorter in the wrong spot. So this sorter that I'm on right now was way in here. I think it was right about here, and it was sideways up against this, which did absolutely no good whatsoever because there's no conveyor access on the side, and these were just straight pipes. So it couldn't quite transfer the hydrogen. It got the oxygen, like these tanks are full, but it couldn't transfer the hydrogen because there was no hydrogen going into the conveyor line. Yeah, that was a dumb thing. And now you can see that the gas is filling. It's going to take forever to fill, but you know what? 60 million liters of gas. I wonder how well these would explode. That many. I hope I never have to find out in this playthrough. That would be catastrophic, I think. So let's get over to the facility here. Another thing that I had to do was on our power lines here. Not necessarily this power line, though I put one there anyway. I was having a problem where this particular power line would always get shot out. Always. Without fail. So, I put some turrets on. Hopefully that will prevent it from getting shot out again. I think I've had that thing shot out about 3 or 4 times. Over here is a little platform that I attached to our ice mining facility. Why do I have a platform here? I have no idea. I think it was just so that I could get my rover into a position where I could actually get these things built. Because, well, it has been doing a lot of ice mining. I've had to modify this a bit because it was extending out too far. I think it's still extended out too far, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. I thought I halved that. Maybe I only did the vertical pistons. I might have did the vertical pistons. Let me quickly check that. Okay, there we go. So I had to play around with this a little bit because, as you noticed, it was leaving this giant gap in the middle. See? That nice little moat. So I just had to modify a few things in the custom data of the programming block. Right here, you see it? This is the max rotor angle that I want, minimum rotor, etc., right? So I reduced the vertical piston step length to its default 2.5. And I used a unique horizontal step length. This is default false, like this. So I changed the horizontal piston step length to 15 out of it's originally 20. I could probably change that down to 10, but I don't really think I need to. And then all I did was I went into the block here, I refreshed it, I started it, and yeah, I set it to the right angle. And now, as you can see, it's actually getting rid of that ridge in the middle, which is awesome. And then once it gets over here, it'll advance the pistons to its max, then go in the opposite direction. I am thinking maybe I'll go 10, but I don't think it's really necessary. 15's fine. Yeah. Because it's getting the ridge here. 10 would look better though. It's not all about looks. It's not all about looks. As I go in and I hit pause. Before you edit anything in the custom data here, you need to make sure you pause the script by typing that pause option. And I'm going to change this to 10. Now, once you change anything in there, then you come around and you hit refresh, like so. It'll refresh it. It'll update the steps if it needs to. And then you'd set it back to whatever its setting was. In this case, it was step 8. But I'm good right now, so I'm just going to hit start. So that'll continue from where it left off. It'll bring the pistons in a little bit. To 10, maybe. Or maybe not. It'll probably just go across, do the thing, then extend it, then come back around here, and then it will adjust the piston length. So yeah, that's good. Now I got to bring my rover back out here to do some modifications to weld all that stuff. Oh, another thing. This thing was just collecting dust. So I went ahead and painted it pink. It's useless. Once that drill arm was toast, it was basically no longer needed. So it got pinked. And I guess my build and repair doesn't go out that far. So, yeah. And then I'll probably tear this thing down too, eventually. Is this connected anywhere? This is connected to that, right? Yeah. So I'll take my rover rack out there. I'll get the welding done. And then let's check to see what our hydrogen level's at. Because I do want to build our start building our launch facility. 0.97%. Oh, I must be out of ice. In the cargo container. Let's see. Cargo. 3x5. No, there's still ice in there. Is it doing anything with that? Uh-oh. Are we having a problem here? Is it because I'm blacklisted? No, that shouldn't have anything to do with it. Can drain all. I don't think that's going to matter. Because you can't actually put gas in here. Gas just goes. I don't know why it stopped doing things. I don't know why it stopped filling these tanks. Maybe it's because of the sorter? Wish these had lights on them. Like this. That has a light on it. This does not. That's all connected there. Right? Yeah, it's connected. Or it was connected. Oh, okay. That is weird. Gonna repair or fix that up. Okay. Let's go take the rover out here. Turn that off. It's on auto. Get that floor all sorted out. There's a big hole somewhere over here. I don't know where it came from. Yeah, right there. I have no idea where it came from. Maybe from my various explosions? Or bad landings, or who knows what. I'm going to let this weld up, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so I'm not quite sure what's going on here. But when I had a sorter in here that blacklisted ice and lake ice and stuff like that, it was not doing anything. It was not allowing hydrogen or oxygen or anything like that through. So I did this. The unfortunate part about it is that I think I need to put in a sorter here to prevent too much ice going into our system. Because I don't want our cargo containers full of ice. That's why I wanted to put a sorter in the first place. That's fine. Sorter. I want to... Right? Put the sorter in, and it does its thingy. I'm just going to get rid of this right now. So it doesn't do stuff. Cannot withdraw 31 tubes. Okay. Not entirely sure why. Steel tube. Or maybe I don't have any steel tubes. I should have steel tubes. Or not? Oh. That's actually a surprise. Because I literally queued up 2,000 not too long ago. There we go. We have 31 tubes. That we don't need anymore. Okay. So from here, we want to blacklist ice and lake ice. And it's the only thing I don't want coming through here. It should not affect my setup here. I might need to grab some steel plates. Maybe some of those. Maybe some of those. I don't know. I'm just grasping here. Okay. So these should still be filling. Yep. But the ice shouldn't go past this point. It should still be okay to go into there. Why do sorters have to be so confusing sometimes? Okay. let's go check to see how our platform is doing. Oh, it's all done. Awesome. It's got its turrets up and running. Yeah, we're good. I think it's got all of its turrets up and running. Yeah, Jacko's up. Nova is not up. Needs gravity components. I don't think I can make gravity components. Oh, this is going to be a problem. Yeah, that's a problem. Or that was a problem. Okay, that should help. Think it'll be fine? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Oh, what? Okay. So we have our hydrogen facility over there. Do we have some? Yeah, we have some stuff in here. So the next thing on our docket here is a launch facility, which I think I'm gonna build off to the right here. Wow, why is it like running out of power? To the right of our hydrogen refinery. Oh, let me see here. So we'll have blocks. We'll level it out. I'm thinking I'm going to make it out of concrete because the concrete doesn't deform. And if I'm landing on it or taking off on it, I think I need the concrete. So we're going to run a straight pipe from there to our prospective launch facility here. I want it to be far enough away from this so that if by chance the hydrogen tanks explode, which I really hope they won't, but now that I've said it, right? It's definitely going to happen, I'm sure. I really want to test these hydrogen tanks. See how big they explode out. Let me just double check here. Okay, it's still filling. Awesome. 3.5%. Wow. Okay, so we have steel. So we're going to break into here, right? And we'll put a put a junction in here. I have no four-way regular junctions. I do have an X junction here. Aluminum. As you Brits say. Aluminum. There. Okay. Oops. Okay, X armored. Good. Now we're going to do a straight pipe. All the way to about this side of the rover, I guess. Yeah, we could do that. Side of the rover. Okay. Let me get the bases down, and I'll be back in a moment. And we're back. Welcome to the launching / landing pad. This has a lot of concrete. And I also discovered that while I was working on this, it wasn't welding anything. It's like, what the hell is going on? Well, apparently, one of my pipes got taken out. I have no idea why, but what, by what, or how, but I fixed it. It only took me like a long time to actually notice that it was damaged, but this elbow is new. I'm assuming that something from over there got a cheap shot in here, or maybe it was one of the little commando units that come around every once in a while, or maybe my own gun shot it. I don't know. All I know is it was not there, and I had to patch it. So, yeah. Okay. So, over here, this is coming along. Well, actually, it's not coming along. It's totally out of the range. Which is fine. I will figure that out at a later time. Likely, I'll just bring the truck over and have it tear it down bit by bit, or I could just put in a temporary build and repair system. Which might actually be the better idea.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Since I have build and repair... Oh, wait. I had build and repair on on my bar, but I don't anymore. Because I cleaned out my bar again. Yep, like so. That's fine. The question is, can it actually weld this? Not sure if I had any other breaks in the system. Looks like it. That's good. And then this pad will disappear as well eventually. But I just want to get rid of that right now. Push. And turn the sound down. Okay, let's turn this on. And that should finish off that ship. There we go. Just in case I screwed something up. Also, I had another issue here where I couldn't pull material into the system. I could only pull material out of the system. So I had to do a double up conveyor system here. One is to block the ice but allow everything else. The other is to allow anything, really, to get into the system. And I got a similar system here. So this one's pulling stuff out. This one's bringing stuff in. This one is blocking ice and lake ice, so I'm not filling up my cockpit. Okay, it's still in. It's still together. Why are these not firing? I'll have to check the system. Because they should be firing on anything that is an enemy. That's why I have these things. I have a whole bunch on the base, on the landing pad here. I also had... Oh, come on, get off there. The concrete was not coming out of the concrete facility, so I had to change some sorters around over there. Sorters. Gotta love them, gotta hate them. Wish there was like a two-way sorter that you could just put on, like that actually sorts or filters things. Okay. But there isn't. I think it would just be a little too complicated to program. Yeah. So my landing pad is pretty much ready to go. I put on some beam blocks under here and made it look like it's actually grasping the concrete base.
Inventory full.
Oh shoot, that's gonna tear that down, isn't it? Probably. Yeah. Unless I can get to it fast enough. T-junction. Like so. There, that looks a little bit better.
Inventory full.
I'll just let the
Inventory full.
build and repair take care of that
Inventory full.
while I put in the new
Inventory
beam blocks.
full.
Junction. Oh. I'm out of steel plate, aren't I? Yep. I don't need these on hand. My bottles are empty. Oh, and the cockpit is full. Of course it is. Because the ice got in there before I even had a chance to set up the sorter. Okay, we got a full bottle. Okay, let's check out the TB, the and seals. Okay, and style. I think they have a short range. That's probably why. Yeah, they have a short range. That up there. We want you to actually target biologicals, which you have on. Awesome. Color bows, the same thing. Biologicals, that's right. Pull that range up. So now they should get a chance to actually shoot at things. For the jackals, take it out, take whatever out. And I put, of course, a couple of the jackal turrets on here just for protection. I'll probably do another thing over there. Because energy weapons are great. You don't have to pipe them. You just have to have energy. Which I can get
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
some batteries down in here. I have a battery in here, but I don't have any batteries in here. Should add more. Because batteries are good. Like so. Okay. I think I may have rambled on a little bit here, but this staging area, this landing slash launch site area is almost complete. As you can see, there's a few bits of concrete left to do. They are within range of the build and repairs. We got the batteries on here that I just put on. I'm going to put a couple more of these jackal turrets on the far end there. And we'll figure out something to do with these lights, because we need some landing lights, right? So that's that there. And this is coming along and getting torn to shreds. Great. Since that's already fallen off, we can now thinkify the landing pad, because it's no longer needed.
Inventory full.
Actually, all I need to do is separate it from the
Inventory full.
base, and we're good.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
It will tear it down, and I can figure something else to do with this at a later time. Because this is technically unowned now. So the build and repair should do something about it. If not, I can always pink it. But yeah, okay. So I've done a lot this episode. Let's see. When is this episode going out? Okay, so this episode should be out on the 30th, which means the next episode might not be coming out depending on when they release the new automations. So when they do release automations, then I can guarantee majority, say 75% of all the mods that I have in here will not work anymore. So we're going to start a new series. It might be a short series. It might be just like a vanilla basics type series, just to get used to the new system. And it's probably going to be an automation series where I end up in a bunker controlling things to go grab resources. I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead, but it's going to be entertaining, I'm sure. Anyway, I have been Relaxed Gamer. This has been Abandoned Frontier, and I will see you guys in the next one. Ciao.